success was easy, everyone would do it, and it would be fun, and it wouldn't be called work. It would be called happy, fun, happy playtime. Okay? More successful you get, the more haters you're going to have, the more criticism you're going to have, the more rejection you're going to have. Okay? You can strengthen your mind to it. You're still not going to like it. It's the price you have to pay to get what you want, and you're going to have to do things you don't want to do. Okay? You don't want to get rejected by women, but you're going to have to do that to go out and get the kind of women that you want. You're not going to have to want to get rejected on cold calls, get phones slammed in your ears, get be told no by secretaries before you can even get a decision maker on the phone, or you're doing sales calls and you're dealing with someone who's disrespectful, or you're dealing with somebody that's telling you no, or you've got problem clients who are paying you, but they're difficult to deal with. You've got friends and family who are saying this, that, and the other about your life. I actually, luckily, don't have any of that because I got rid of those people a long time ago. But as you're starting to come up, you're gonna get people telling you like, "Why are you working so much? Just have a life, just enjoy yourself." All kinds of things are gonna come with that package. Okay, you're not gonna want to get up at 5 a.m. to go to the gym on Saturday morning, but you're gonna do it. You're probably not gonna want to be in the gym a lot of the time. You're not going to want to do emails. You're not going to want to fill out paperwork. You're not going to want to get designations. You're not going to want to do the accounting that's necessary for your corporation. You're not going to want to deeply understand taxes to determine whether an LLC is the move, whether you move offshore, if you can run your business offshore and be non-liable as a resident for your country. All that shit, In a video game, at least, you can level up by doing things you relatively enjoy. In business, it's significantly less fun to level up. And every level, from level 1 to level 2 to level 3, there's pain there. Okay? That's why most people don't move beyond level 1. They don't even start a business. Okay? And most businesses, 64, 70% of businesses make less than $100,000. It's one guy. He's not willing to take on the pain to get to that next level. He's not willing to do the things that other people want to do to become successful. I guarantee if you think of the top 3 things that you don't want to do right now in your business, rank them by which one's the most painful. That will be the most important thing, almost for sure, for your business. Because that thing that you really hate doing, everyone else is going to hate doing that too. Your competitors will all hate doing that too. Okay? That's what's keeping everyone else at the level that you're at. By you going in there and doing that thing, you now get ahead of your competitors because they're not willing to take on that pain. Okay? They've got a wife and kids. They're not willing to sacrifice that time. No problem. You sacrifice it. You push having a wife and kids off another 5 years, and you crush. By the way, you should never get illegally married, in my opinion. But now you've got an extra 4 or 5 hours at night to go crush it, while he's tired dealing with the wife and kids and all the responsibilities that come with that, right? Sacrifice, handling pain. These are the things that your competitors aren't going to be willing to do, at least the ones that are at the level that you're at right now. So to level up every time means you doing things that you don't want to do. Exception being, it gets easier as time goes on because then you have the money to pay people to do shit for you. Someone's still eating that pain, it's just not you. That's the beauty of capitalism. When you're in charge and you have your own business, you can outsource that pain. Okay, but that's the only way to get free. As long as you're working for someone else, you're always a bitch. That's just the reality. So you have to be willing to make all those sacrifices. All those, well, your friends are partying, you're in working. Where your guy's going out with his girlfriend all the time, you're putting work in. It's painful because you feel like you're missing out. It's painful because you're staying in to do something that you don't want to do. It's painful because you feel like you're not enjoying your life, or you're not living, or time's standing still, or it feels like it's Groundhog Day, where every day is the same fucking day, time and time again. But the end result is success. My friend went through it in Thailand right now. He's built a successful Airbnb business. He lived two years, okay, every day, 12 hours a day, him riding around on his motorcycle, going to every single fucking Airbnb property, checking the towels. This was a high-level guy from America who is, a high-level underwriter on a lot of different deals. Now he's going to different rooms of Airbnbs to check that there's towels and there's soap, because that's what needed to be done, because the maid called in sick that day. And he lived 2 years Groundhog Day, the same day every day, people, quitting on him every month, eating so much shit, responding to every single customer, even if that customer is only paying him $70, he's responding into 11 o'clock at night. And now he's made a success in an industry where the vast majority of people fail, because they don't want to do that, okay? They don't want to answer a call that the water's down at 11 o'clock at night. But my man will, all right? Shout out to Ryan. He will do that, and that's what made him a success, okay? It's what made me a success in all the things that I've done. Not to say that I'm by far, not the most successful person whatsoever. But I feel like my life has been pretty comfortable lately. It's been pretty lucky to have the way things are set up. And it was just the result of doing stuff that other people didn't want to do for long periods of time. Also, this is my seventh business, okay? Because I had like 4 just fail back to back to back. Not only was I doing stuff I didn't want to do, but it eventually failed anyways. But I didn't let that stop me either. I didn't want to fail in business, okay? Another thing I didn't want to do, but I did it. And that eventually got me to a success, okay? So, it's to get high value things, anything that's high value, including a high value girlfriend, you have to do things that other people don't want to do. You have to go through a lot of rejections to get to that high value girlfriend. And you have to go up to her and be nervous, okay? Everyone's nervous when they approach a beautiful woman. I don't care what you say. And you have to have the balls to go out and spit some game to her, talk that talk. Other people aren't willing to do that. I've got a client of mine that's pounding the streets right now. I'm trying to get him up to 100 approaches a day for his personal training business. That's just so we can get the metrics, man. We need 200 pitches out there to get the metrics to find out, okay, how many pitches gets us to a consultation, and how many consultations can we upsell? What are the objections? What are the rebuttals? How do we, push past 5 to 7 objections? What's the order? Where do we start off with? Do we start with, getting them to justify and place their position, or do we go in off the top and put a bit more pressure on, et cetera, et cetera? That's going to come with time. But, he was a phone sales guy. He was comfortable on the phone, okay, comfortable making 100 calls a day, just like I did for almost a decade, which is something that most people won't do already. But now we've got him doing it in person, and he's uncomfortable and he doesn't want to do it because it's not something he's adjusted somewhat to the phone sales, but now he's got to adjust to it in person. He's doing it anyways, because that's what it's going to take for him to hit his financial goals, okay? Because he doesn't have the money right now to start throwing it into a marketing campaign. He also doesn't have the money he doesn't have a brand like I do. Like I don't have to spend money on marketing, although it's good if I do. So he doesn't have either of those things. So he's got to go out and do stuff that other people won't do. And that's why most people aren't able to level up their business, because they get hit with those roadblocks. They're like, well, I'm not a sales guy, okay, which is what everyone says. And I don't have a channel. I don't have a brand. It's going to take me 3 years to build a brand. And I can't afford the marketing. And so it's just too competitive, and I won't do it. As opposed to like, no, I'm going to get up in front of I'm going to get in front of 200-300 people a day. I'm going to call 200-400 people a day. Or I'm going to pitch 100. From 9 a.m. till 9 p.m. I'm going to pitch people on my fucking service. And every day I'm going to wake up and try and get one client. Whether it's for a cleaning business, whether for a personal training business, whether it's selling real estate, whether it's selling fucking coaching, okay, every service you can sell like that.